is my presentation on an episode of Black Mirror called Striking Vipers. The Black Mirror series alone are based on the use of advanced futuristic technology, and so Striking Vipers features the concept of virtual stimulation through a video game, which is something that's interesting and fun to watch. To start off, this episode consists of a young, modern American family and a look into their relationship. The two main characters are a couple named Danny Parker and his girlfriend Theo. Their relationship starts off strong and passionate, and 11 years later, they now have a big house and a child. After a while, Danny begins to disconnect from Theo. His lack of passion makes Theo feel less of herself, and she questions if there's something wrong with her looks and body. So, during a barbecue gathering at their house, Danny's old friend Carl stops by and gives him a virtual reality video game called Striking Vipers. They then fall into this fantasy world and find themselves sexually invested with each other. Some of the main themes in this episode are toxic black masculinity, homosexuality, sexual identity, family and infidelity, and online versus real life connection. The main struggle between Danny and Carl is the curiosity of their sexuality. In the game, their sexual desires are strong and passionate, but in real life, they're not sure of their true self and what they mean to each other. They have a trouble they have trouble expressing what they feel because of the awkwardness being that they're both black males with their own heterosexual relationships. The use of the theme of homosexuality and toxic black masculinity in this episode is to clearly show the challenges that black men face while trying to express and speak up on their identity and emotions. Traditional masculinity ideologies include maintaining the appearance of toughness, suppressing all emotions and feelings, and inserting dominance and strength. And if they're not met, one would be labeled as weak, fragile, feminine, or gay. Family and infidelity can be seen in this episode where Theo seems to be the only one that keeps trying to hold on to their relationship while Danny forgets their wedding anniversary and secretly runs off to have virtual sex with Carl. The drama between their relationship sets us up to question um, what constitutes us cheating, because in these times where liking another person's picture on Instagram may make your significant other feel uncomfortable and jealous. I believe that even if you don't physically touch the other person, there is still a sense of desire at play. And for online and versus real life connection, I feel that Striking Vipers allows Danny and Carl to explore their identities and live out their fantasies in an online world that doesn't allow anyone to judge them for their actions. So you're pretty much free to do anything and everything you want, where in real life, you'd be prohibited from them. I believe that's why online connections can be blinding to what's real and fake. Based on my research, I would place the Striking Vipers in the lower middle of the skyscraper model, because I wouldn't consider it to be the same level of William Shakespeare's work, but a higher class than American Idol in a way. And in the subway map of culture, Striking Vipers would intersect between innovative and familiar, because virtual reality game is something that is customary to all ages today, where the concept of simulation of senses is like a breakthrough in the gaming industry. I think it's stuck. Okay, so one improvement that I would suggest would be on the background and origin of the game itself, where Carl introduced the video game. He never went to into like much detail of what the game is about and the story behind it. My question would be, why was the characters allowed to do whatever they wanted so easily, including sex? I find it inappropriate considering that there's younger children who can easily get a hold of this game and be influenced by whatever they see. And to conclude my presentation, the concept of striking vipers is both bizarre and unique to me. And this was my favorite episode of Black Mirror so far.